Welcome to Physics 2. It's the physics of electricity and magnetism. I'm Maribeth Steigerwald. I'm your instructor, and I'm excited to work with you this year on learning new skills about electricity and magnetism. This PowerPoint here is designed to help give you a brief overview of the structure of the course, how it's structured on Blackboard, and a brief overview of your syllabus. Both these you will also need to review further. So let's start taking a look. Basically the definition, it is a calculus-based physics course. We will use Calc 3 aspects here. We'll use vectors and we'll use three-dimensional vectors. Most of you are taking Calc 3. If you're not, that should still be okay. You need to at least have Calculus 2 as a prerequisite. We'll start by looking at Coulomb's law. Then we'll look at Gauss's law. We'll look into electric potential, compare that to gravitational potential, and then we'll look at circuit, concepts of capacitance and some circuit analysis. And then we'll start getting into the magnetism, magnetic field, electromagnetic induction, and alternating currents. And we'll end with electromagnetic waves. So that's the basic idea. We'll look at both theory, we'll focus on problem solving, we'll look at theory, problem solving, and we'll also work in a laboratory environment. This is our textbook. It is an OER textbook, open educational resource. It will be free to you. Here's the link. This can also be found in your syllabus and on Blackboard. A non-programmable scientific calculator. The library has them available. If you do not have one, you could borrow one for the semester. And an IO lab device and an EM kit. That's electromagnetic magnetism kit. That's what we'll use for lab. That's what's required for the course. The structure itself, it is a hybrid course and it has a lab. So it's both remote and in person. So this course really requires about 180 hours of time from the student for this 4-credit course, but only 52 of those hours are going to be in class or lab. The class will be remote via Zoom. You'll know how to get on there through your Zoom link. That's from 11:30 to 12:45 on Mondays. The lab is on Wednesdays from 1 to 3. Sometimes we'll be remote and sometimes we'll be in person in LE 308 in the NLW 308 on the Lynn campus. Our first lab session will be remote. Each week we're going to have pre-learning assignments. And then we'll have a class session. Those pre-learning assignments will be in the form of reading, will be in the form of videos. And then we'll have a class session where we'll review and practice what we learned in the pre-learning, a post-class session where you do homework and further practice and problem solving. And then we'll have a lab session every week with a laboratory experiment. So that's the structure of the course. So if we look at it day by day, Mondays and Wednesdays we meet, but you really need to be working on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday. I know most students won't work every single day, but certainly you shouldn't be looking to work on Mondays and Thursdays, and the Friday and Saturday. Decide what you still need to do. Then there's things that are due then on Sunday, so you want to be aware of that. And if you can't get them done on Sunday, you have to do them before then. All right, so let's take a look. Here's our course menu on Blackboard. The Start Here folder, you'll find this video and this PowerPoint, as well as the Start Here guide that's been emailed to you. That information you'll use the first week. After that, the course information folder will have your syllabus, it'll have my office hours, and it will have guidelines that will be important to you. Weekly activity summary, well, I'll look at it in terms of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what you should be doing and what you have done in the past week, what you will be doing in the future week. And then these content in here, what you'll be using each week. The learning modules has the content, the videos, the in-class teamworks, the homework. Actually the homework's down here, the homework sheet. And then you'll submit weekly discussions, a weekly quiz, a weekly teamwork, weekly homework, and optionally weekly preview notes. And then we have our lab down here and how you can look at your grades, send emails, and other tools available to you. So that's the menu. The announcements here, that's your home page. And the announcements, I don't use them that frequently. I'll try to keep things in the weekly summary, but if anything changes, I'll submit an announcement. You'll see it on Blackboard. I'll also have it sent to you as an email. The Start Here folder is where you'll go to class. That has a Zoom to class as well as Start Here information about Blackboard and course structure. The weekly activity summary, here's a sample of the first week. It tells you, when we don't meet on Monday the first week, but on Wednesday we do meet, and it's expected we have a pre-lab here, and what's due and complete by the end of lab. On Sunday you have something due. Thursdays is typically when homework will be due, but there's no homework due the first week. It'll be the next week. So this is an idea of what your weekly activity summary will look like. Learning modules, that's where all the content are. There's 11 learning modules, and that's where you'll be working week by week, to get the content out of the learning modules. The weekly discussions each week after you've done your pre-class reading and video watching, there'll be a discussion post that has asked questions. You'll reply to those questions in terms of a post, and then you'll also reply to one of your peers' posts. That's worth 10% of your grade. So the discussion post has to be done by Sunday at 6, and the reply to a peer's post before class on Monday. Weekly quizzes are due Monday by 8 a.m. That's worth 5% of your grade. That's multiple choice questions on the preparation that you were expected to do for class. And then weekly homeworks, they'll be assigned after class, again, worth 10% of your grade. And I guess I don't have the teamworks in here. It's because weekly teamworks, that's not, because it's not on the course menu, is also worth 10% of your grade. That's what we do in class on Mondays. And then our lab, so you'll find the lab in the lab folder. Those are typically a pre-lab quiz, that you have to take prior to the lab session to see that you prepared for lab. There's the work in lab. And look at the lab guideline to see how it's broken out in terms of grading, but then each lab will specify that as well, each lab experiment. What we use in lab, you're going to rent this IO-Lab device. We won't be using it the first week, so you don't have to already have it. The second week, we'll learn to use the repository. If you do already have the remote device, then you'll be able to experiment with that as well. But we have some flex time. It's not the third week that you'll need to have ordered this device. And information has been emailed to you and also can be found on Blackboard on how to do that. And again, our labs will be team-based. It says group activities and analysis in lab. And we'll do lab reports. That's worth 20% of your grade. Exams, 45% of your grades. There are 5 exams, and we take the exams during lab time at school in LW308. So succeeding in this course, this is the important part, prepare for class. Your mindset and actions are what's going to help you succeed. Prepare for class. Actively watch the weekly assigned videos. Take notes. Take advantage of submitting those pre-notes into the discussion forum, which isn't discussed here yet, but I'll go back to it, so that you can get extra credit for that. Consolidate your notes, summarize the key points, that's what you'll submit, and then read the textbook assignment. Pay close attention to the examples in the textbook, that's going to be clear. And in your notes, I have notes and videos with examples. So think critically and be thoughtful in your discussion posts. Take that time to, instead of just getting it done, take the time to try to think critically and be thoughtful, and hopefully other people will as well. When you read their posts, you'll be able to start a discussion in terms of your reply. Use your notes for the weekly quiz. When you take that quiz online, use your notes for that. That's good practice. That's good study skills. Work on your problem solving skills. That's one objective of this class, that we're improving our problem solving ability and documentation, how to communicate it. So work on those during your in-class teamwork, as well as working with your team. Use your problem-solving process to solve the homework problems. Don't rely on the solutions. I give you solutions to the in-class teamwork. Homework problems, maybe you'll be able to look up some solutions. They're not necessarily all unique, but the idea here is that you practice learning how to start solving a problem from the problem description. Actively participate in lab, actively participate in the lab documentation, and writing the report at the end, the analysis and the report. Ask questions and get help when you need it. I'll support you in any way you can. Good things come to those who ask, but please be critical and thoughtful before you ask those questions. Think critically and be thoughtful. Each week, you're going to read my notes, the module notes, watch the assigned videos. I advise you have the notes. If you can, print them out and have them next to you with the videos so you can help you take your own notes. And read the assigned textbook sections. Complete the weekly discussion by Sunday at 6 p.m. and then reply to a peers post before class. Complete the quiz by Monday at 8 a.m. Virtually participate in class discussion and complete the teamwork and teamwork problem solving processes, and make sure you submit them by the end of the day on Monday. And then complete and submit your homework by Thursday and participate in lab on Wednesday and complete your pre-lab and post-lab assignments. That's what you'll be needing to do each week. That's your checklist. Communicating with me, the best way is typically email. If you email me before 6 p.m., I'll typically, get back to you within sometimes right away, but within a couple of hours. Think about your questions. If you can't answer it yourself, then please ask. If you have a question, regarding your work, it's helped to take a picture of your work or show me something so I can, we have a starting point to base that on. I won't necessarily give you the answers, but I will be available to help guide you through some problem solving. So office hours 10 to 11, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the link here to my office hours. You can also find them in the course information tab, a link there. So what to do the first day, you're going to get an email. In that email, a Start Here video is emailed to you, how to get it in and a guide, a written guide for how the Blackboard structure is set up. So use that, get into your Blackboard course, review the syllabus, review the course guidelines, watch the Module 0 video, go to class via the Zoom link, use that to go to our virtual class, 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and then you'll be ready to use your computer then to also access websites and Google Docs. Share Google Docs with your team. You'll be assigned teammates. And make sure that you've completed your Blackboard Learn orientation if you haven't used Blackboard, so you're familiar with how to use, to navigate the Blackboard Learn and go through the discussion boards and submit assignments and access your grades. Getting help, this is also on Blackboard, but the Blackboard help, the help desk, these links will help you with technical help. So I look forward to a great fall semester with you. Reach out to me if you have any questions, again, via email. I'm Steiger at northshore.edu. I look forward to working with you.